E aí, galera, beleza? Já estamos aqui na cidade. Estamos aqui em Angra.
How you doing, Sam?
Be careful with your new friends in Amber Heights. They're not the most reliable types. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Fala bem rápido isso que ele falou.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite... If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost... Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude, so it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back... A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution.
E vambora. Vamos ver se a quest tá marcada, porque toda vez muda.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge.
O negócio fez eu dar uma
Anyway,
volta aqui.
what can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times. Not intentionally, though that's... For many years, this planet was... As you may have... And as the other... MSI's leadership... But there were others of us... It's humane. But...
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately... Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the court, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new... That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces. Yes, I moved forward, yet not long after I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we... I do think there's something useful... As I hear it, you two are already well acquainted. He and his followers call themselves the... But you already know that, don't... A chance! They've been... It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements... He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost...
What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his What else can I do for you?
Pelo jeito a gente vai ter que fazer essa quest. Então... É que o jogo não deixa. Vambora. Podia ter o load pra gente ir direto ali, né? Aqui eu acho que é a primeira vez que a gente vem.
Oh, well, this is certainly a town, I think.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
You seen Arthur today?
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the Northern Bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. And I'll thank you kindly for it. If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're... I do admire blunt honesty, so I'm willing... There's a Borst factory on up the way. That aside, it's a business ripe for the... Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it. Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive... Hit him where it hurts. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method. It'll be more than good when you... Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or may luck be with you, since I...
I don't think I like Miss
E
Catherine.
vamos fazer outra quest.
Swearing, though she swears awful much.
Cell sanitization needed. Alert. Cell sanitization needed.
Vamos ver quantos load que a gente vai ter que passar para chegar na quest. Parece que tá aqui perto, hein?
What happened here?
Nasty.
Lugarzinho bem mocosado esse, hein? Negócio que não tem como desarmar. O negócio tá cheio de armadilha. Eita.
You're hurt.
Negócio. Trinta tiros no negócio. E quando explode ainda. Ainda tira metade da nossa vida.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway? Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out. Catherine had us making drops for some big-shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see. If you got the sand to go after me, I'm headed back to Fallbrook just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Pegar tudo, é.
Great work.
Ai, droga. Pensei que a gente já tinha destruído todas.
Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
classification. Flawlessly finished.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Gotta get over there, Captain. Maybe they're still alive.
Eu acho que deu alguma coisa ruim. Será que podia ter morrido mesmo? Vamos ver se tem um save antes. Se carregar logo, né? Óbvio. Quinze e 29. Vamos ver se a gente... Vamos tentar, né? Salvar todo mundo, que a gente é bonzinho.
Mutant purified. Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Quero só ver quem que é que vai ali e explode eles.
I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Gotta get over there, Captain. Maybe they're still alive.
Bom, eu acho que era pra ter acontecido.
Got it. Heads down.
Grab, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years. Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Esses daí são os melhores livros. Se achar algum livro com esse título aí, pode comprar que é bom. Fazer um loot aqui rapidinho. Provavelmente esse cartão que eu peguei, se você não tiver hack, você usa ele pra fazer ali o que a gente acabou de usar lá na outra sala. Voltar lá pra cidade. Então é isso aí. Esse episódio eu deixei um pouquinho maior para compensar o episódio anterior. E a gente continua da onde a gente parou daqui. Beleza? Então é isso aí. Valeu, falou e aquele abraço.